Hello, should I buy more share if the stock price keeps dropping? I think it depends on the strategy you are using. For the past 2 years, I didn't really do that, but this year I'm doing it. Let's take the stock of the day EFX to analyze as of May 30th, 2026. So when I'm looking at EFX here, we see three arrows there. Arrows facing upward shows me where I purchased it already. So we purchased it already. We have not sold it yet. So we can see we color that cell to let us know that we already have that in our portfolio. So EFS, we want to buy around this valley line. And in 2026, it was right there. It touched base with a one little bit low. We are on maximum daily chart and we place another. So we placed another around February 12, 2026. It went up and dropped down. So it dropped down a little bit below that and we purchased it again. It could be because the first entry here, maybe we didn't have a lot of money and we bought very few shares, and when they pull back a month later we purchased some more. Could be why I purchased it that close to each other. I'm not entirely sure anymore, but for me to purchase it close like that could be the first entry. I didn't have a lot of money in the account and I just purchased few shares, and when I saw it there again I purchased it. But then it pulled back down again. It went up, we are positive in both around this area, and it pulled back down again even lower by May, and we purchased more. So like May 20 we purchased more again, and at this purchase what I think I could have done would be to first compare the price. We have the price on the y-axis from $0 up and the date on the x-axis from the past to the present. So putting my mouse on where the arrow is, that daily bar is around 182. So I could well have paid about 182 or more for it, and the price at the time I'm buying it around May 15 or so. 2 months later from this one, it was 159. So about more than $10 to $20 difference in those. And I've noticed that this month, excuse me, when I see about $10 gap, the price dropped for the stock, and there is about $10 or more. I ask myself, depending on the number of shares that I have, if I want to, purchase some more. Would be why I would have entered here again. And we can go on maximum monthly chart to take a look at it. And this is a long support line, multiple years long. So I do think this is the support line that I'm comfortable buying it at. And I don't think it's going to go all the way down here, but it might go down because you can see those here. It went a little bit lower here. So there is a chance that it could go a little bit lower and then start going up. So therefore, I was okay buying some more. We can try to trace to touch those bottom, and yes, they connected. So, and even this, I'm going to make it a teal color as well. So, and that is why I purchased it there again. And with the strategy that I'm using, buying it at the support line, if I notice that I purchased a little bit too high, or when I'm purchasing I didn't purchase a good number of shares, I'm purchasing it some more. And another thing that I'm trying to take into consideration now is have a target profit in mind that I would want to get from it. For instance, if it's, let's say we purchase it around 161, for instance, I will say, okay, so the highest price, because my selling area will be after this autumn highest price, so I will say 309. Let's say 309. When it reach there, we will sell it. Minus 161 give me 148. So I will say if I want $1,000 profit per that trade, 1,000 divided by 148 is 6 share. So therefore 161 times 6 share, I need to buy about, a 6 or 7 share. So I need to spend about $1,000 or 966 or so to buy some shares area. And by the time I'm selling it here, I will pretty much double my money. So I'm using that strategy as well, plus my target amount per trade that I'm trying to see. I tried $1,000 and I feel like it's a little bit low. For some stocks, the profit will be low. I'm trying to see maybe 1,000 to 3,000 to see where my sweet spot is, and at the same time I'm trying to do that calculation to see for every stock before I buy it, if I want to make $1,000 profit from where I'm going to buy it from, how many shares I can buy, and then I'll see if I can afford to buy to spend that much on a trade. And if it's well positioned and yes, I can spend that much, I will. But if I don't have enough, then I will say, okay, is it okay for me to buy half of those numbers of shares and go from there? So it's just by learning, by doing, by improving, adapting and adjusting as I go. So it was just this month, the past 2 weeks or 1 week ago, that I started implementing that, thinking about, if I want $1,000 profit, how many shares should I buy? And then ask myself, can I buy it, and how that fit within my $1,000 to $3,000 per trade range? And then go from there, cases by cases, and see how much I have in the account to see if I can afford it, and see how I feel about it after a while, and see if that's a good move or how should I improve it, and just keep learning, keep improving is what I'm doing. I've been swing trading since 2024, not trading but swing trading since 2024, but I'm still adjusting my strategy, still paying attention to how I feel about certain decisions that I make, to see if I change it this way, how I feel about it. I'm paying attention to my feeling, and to back to see if my feeling align with my facts, my strategy. I'm using my brain, but I'm paying attention to how I feel about those decisions, the result that come from those decisions, how I feel about it, and then see how I can adjust those decisions, analytically, and see the result that come with from those decisions, how I feel about those results, and then keep improving so that I can align my feeling and my processes or my thinking in the same horizon, the same path, wave, or same length ways, but it's a learning process. So this year, yes, I'm buying it multiple times like that when the price keep dropping, but I have not done that in 2024 and very little in 2025. But again, if I buy a little bit too high, I'm trying to see when the price drop if it's okay for me to buy some more. So thank you so much for watching our videos. We thank you for your time. Thank you for all your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, Girls of Liberman Consulting L.L.C. YouTube channel, and ninasub.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money, in different ways to make money to reach your financial independence. And swing trading is one way. Over time you can create a stream of income for yourself. Just start small and grow your account from there. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional swing trader. I just swing trade in my husband and I a joint account, and I like to share my knowledge, what is working for me, what is not working, what I'm learning here with you, so that you can find few tips that you can improve and help and use in your own financial success journey. So thank you so much for your time. For more videos in this series, will you please check our playlist in the description of this video, how to start swing trading step by step using long uptrend line. And this video is brought to you by our online store, Liberman.com, where we sell household products including tote bag and cloth napkins. So thank you so much for your time. Happy swing trading.